Hey guys, Chef Anthony here at Don's Appliances. We're live at the podcast. So excited in the studio. I have really an appliance legend with me today. Rob Danzik from SubZero Wolf in Tisdel. Rob, say hi to everybody here.
Hello everybody, how are you today?
And Rob, he's been here, I mean, how long have you been in the industry alone?
This is my 23rd year distributing SubZero Wolf product.
Yeah, so kind of give a background about, you and Tisdel and, the great thing we have going on here, the great family camaraderie.
Yeah, you bet. So John Tisdel started a SubZero Wolf distributorship in Cincinnati back in 1986, and shortly thereafter started to come over to Pittsburgh in the early 90s, where he met Don Hillebrand, and they became fast friends. And boy, they have a lot in common. Family-owned businesses, just unbelievable leaders of men. And both have children in the business involved, and John got a chance to see Tim and Terry and Nick and Matt and Jason all grow up in the business, and help them in any way and
facilitate
that relationship, and going from one store to 10 stores now is pretty unbelievable. But yeah, pretty unbelievable story.
That is. And so give us a little background on SubZero Wolf.
Sure.
Give me the background on how that all came to play.
So SubZero Wolf, privately owned corporation in Madison, Wisconsin. So American-made product. They also have a plant in Phoenix, Arizona. And they make the best refrigerator in the world. All handcrafted, handmade in the United States, which is important. And then SubZero, third-generation company. Jim Bakke, who owns it now, is the great-grandson of the founder of the company. And wanted to get in the cooking business back in 2000. He bought Wolf Appliance Company, which basically was just a range top, and a barbecue back then in 2000. And he wanted to build a cooking line to go with SubZero. And who knew that 23 years later it would be the premier cooking line in the industry. And then he obviously brought Cove dishwashers into play. He was going to look at maybe buying a dishwasher line, but he ended up creating his own dishwasher. So now Cove is the same DNA that goes in the SubZero Wolf product, also made and manufactured in Madison.
I love that, and that's a full circle of really how it started. I mean, we were talking earlier. We saw slides about the first refrigeration that came out. You know what I mean, and how far it's progressed. I mean, even the Don had this back in the day. You know what I mean? Don's carried this since day one.
They were the premier dealer and have been since early 90s of SubZero. Don Hillebrand put SubZero on the map here in Pittsburgh, and sold it, serviced it, installed it. Back when people didn't even know what it was. Back then, a SubZero you could buy for $5,000, a 36-inch over/under for $5,000.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Times have changed. You're right. The rate of inflation, but I mean, there's still the same detail, same attention that SubZero has always started with from day one, and that's really something that we echo here at Don's Appliances. The fit, the finish. I mean, everybody's selling the same steel. It's just these guys, are kind of doing it a little bit better, right?
I think so. I think the unit, not only is it made, just the quality of the product, but I think what you look at is the post-sale service and the ownership experience is what separates SubZero Wolf and Cove from every other manufacturer. There's some good refrigerators out there, but it's the post-sale service that we give to a consumer. Just like buying a Mercedes, and you bring your Mercedes in for service, and they'll take care of you, give you a loaner to drive for the week while they take care of your issues. We don't give loaner refrigerators when it's being serviced, because we don't have to remove it from the home. But we want people to understand that there is. Our commitment is to the consumer, and they always come first, and we're going to take care of them regardless of what we need to do, and make sure that they're happy and that they are great brand ambassadors for us.
And that commitment is to this day. I mean, we talked about earlier in this training about the post sales. I mean, even if we get it installed, it's an extra year. I mean, you guys back it up, and Don's backs it up with warranties for everything. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's unheard of in this day and age to stand by this long by your product. I mean,
strong.
You ask an average customer, SubZero owner, what's their average on their refrigeration?
So it's about 20 to 25 years on average. It's still amazing. Somebody asked me the other day, what was the worst part of my job? And I said, the worst part of my job is I can only sell one refrigerator to a family every 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
Because other brands, nothing against them, they do what they do, but most brand refrigerators last 8 to maybe 11, 12 years. So you might buy 2 refrigerators in the same span you buy one SubZero.
Yeah.
And but the life expectancy of a sub, and these guys have all, in any of the stores, and you ask them, they all have stories of customers coming in 31, 35, 41 years. Don had one that was over 40 years. We were going to see if the factory wanted it just to put on display up there.
Yeah.
So it's incredible.
Yeah. So see, we talk about the fit and finish and the quality. I mean, it is there, and the service and the backing up on the other ends there. So, I mean, what else do we want to talk about? We have a whole slew to talk about here.
Sure.
I mean, can we dive into the refrigeration aspect of life? You know what I mean? We talked about the longevity of the refrigeration. What is it bringing in 2023? What's the new in this?
So I think obviously SubZero was the innovator of Designer Series back in the 90s, where that is the ability to decentralize refrigeration. So it's not like the Brady Bunch anymore, where the refrigerator was on the left of the end of the cabinet. Everybody knows they can picture the Brady Bunch kitchen, those people that are over 46, 47 years of age that are listening. But you can put a refrigerator anywhere. And the Designer Series gives you the ability to put it in a beautiful armoire. We have high-end kitchen designers in the city you can walk into a kitchen and not know it's a refrigerator.
Yeah.
They can put Swarovski crystal handles on it and just make it look like a piece of furniture.
And that's what I mean, like putting the panels on it and really making it fully integrated is what Rob's speaking on. And they've been masters at this price since day one, since it came out. I mean, it's an unreal concept. I mean, I go to these finished homes and kitchens and with Rob, and I say, where's the refrigerator? We play like a hide and go seek game. It's just that seamless, and that's
agreed.
Yeah.
And they have not only tall refrigeration, but they do under-counter refrigeration. So some of the new products coming out, some of the new beverage centers, we have everything from 24-inch under-counter wine units to beverage centers. To now we have 15-inch products. So you can do, if somebody just wants to take out an old trash compactor or an old ice machine, give you the ability to put a 15-inch wine storage unit or a refrigerator in there, and have a 12-year warranty on the sealed system. You can't get that anymore.
Can't get that anyway. And then it has the great interior on it too, so it's espresso
dark wall interior, so it's just rich looking. And they do a great job on that. But we basically have every refrigeration need that you could possibly want.
Yeah, that's it. And it comes full circle. I mean, they even have the outdoor ones with the stainless. I mean, we went through the whole Rob and I went through the whole catalog, and it's just remarkable the amount of undercounter and things like that are options out there between the drawers and the refrigeration and the door and not door, or the glass door. I love it, man. I am 100% in. We're coming to the end though, so Rob, just say thanks to everybody. We're going to do this again. We're going to make a bunch more, and
Well, obviously appreciate the opportunity and love everybody at Don's and just being great brand ambassadors of our product line. And you have been awesome as usual, and just appreciate all the support.
Don't make me blush, guys. Tune in. Go to donsappliances.com for anything you need. We got the live chat and everything. So enjoy this one.